to me like, I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down.
Hey y'all, it's Caitlyn, pronoun she, her. So, the day of filming this is the day after Nerds Assemble Con Summer of 2024. So it's a local con put on by the local comic shop here in Jonesboro. And they've been doing these for about 4 years now. This year's the first time they've ever had it in Jonesboro. The past years it's been in Paragould, which is the neighboring city. I miss Paragould. Let me put it that way. If you all watched my video from spring when I talked about it, I was hoping this one would be better. I think this one was worse. In fact, I know this one was worse. Not for some, depended. But I think for a lot of people, this one was worse. And I personally feel kind of screwed over a little bit by them. They should have advertised better. I don't want to crap on them. I really don't, because they're good people. The shop is amazing. If you guys are ever in the Jonesboro area, check out B&B Collectibles. They have an online shop as well that you can order stuff from. Highly recommend them. They're awesome dudes. They truly are. But this was just poor advertisement, because they advertised the same way that they have for the previous ones, and this one needed to be advertised differently for various reasons. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to rant the entire video. That's what I have the Cocktails and Crafts chat for. And I did rant to them. But also, if someone pays you for a spot, like the week that you announce the con, like say in February, like I think it was in February. I know it was before the last con that I paid for my spot for this con. And then you get a room that you also rent for some stupid reason. Just so you can get more money from vendors, I know. That you know putting them in there is going to kind of screw them over because it's away from the traffic flow. And they can't, a room where they can't hear any of the announcements. They're not within the flow of traffic, nowhere near the guests for traffic, that kind of stuff. Maybe don't put the people who paid first in that room. It kind of makes us feel a little jaded. And I know from talking, I didn't talk to everyone in that room, but there was at least one other person that paid super early as well in that room. Yeah, I don't know what the thought process was beyond that, but whatever. I was in the green at the end of the day, but literally the second day, it was Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, I did not make one single sale at all. We left about an hour early because I was just tired. I didn't want to be there anymore. And a lot of people I talked to that were even in the main room were still in the red because of how they didn't advertise the parking and everything correctly, or efficiently, I should say. Again, they're good people. I hope they learn from this, because I'm not an expert. I never ran a con. I don't know, but I know it's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of stress that goes into it. I just hope they learn from this, and hopefully they'll go back to Paragould, because everyone I talked to that was also at the Paragould shows were like, we did way better there. So hopefully better locations next year. I should have looked up his name again. I know his name's Philip. I can't remember his last name. But I met one of my first childhood heroes, and that was the Lunar Wolf Ranger from Power Rangers. So, Philip, I can't remember his last name for the life of me, but he played Merrick in Wild Force. Wild Force was my first Power Ranger series. It is my favorite Power Ranger series. There's Princess Shayla up there, my first crush. And he was so sweet to talk to, very polite, very patient. He was just really, really nice to talk to. So, of course, I bought this action figure off of eBay. I have this loose. He doesn't have his Zanaku weapon, but but I do have this loose. I had this as a kid. Literally, I tried to find all of these as a kid, the whole set. I had the Lunar Wolf and I had the Red Ranger. Those were the only two I could ever find. And they were thrown away by my grandmother for being boy toys, and I've never forgiven her for that. I do have all this set now out of box, but this is the first one I ever bought in box just for this, because I knew he was going to be there and I wanted it signed in box. So happy. I have a picture that I took with him. He still has his original jacket from the show, and he let me like touch it. So it was amazing. Absolutely love this. So freaking cool. This was the highlight of the whole freaking con for me. Absolutely. And then I bought some art stuff as well. Let me find, where's the first thing I bought? I didn't get the business card, unfortunately, from this one. But if you go back a few con videos, I know I bought the Hex Girl print off of this same artist because it's in the hallway, and I saw it up for sale this weekend as well. But they had stickers, and I had to get this little Toxel sticker from Pokemon. From all of the Gen 8 Pokemon, Toxel and Toxtricity along with Grimmsnarl are probably my favorites. Toxel is just so adorable. I mean, it's a baby dinosaur. How can you not love that? So I had to get this one, so it's going to go in the sticker book. And then there was another business, and I think, yeah, they put their business card in here. So, Allie D Art. So, here is the information, and then another little cute little graphic of a possum on that side, which is adorable. But I saw these, and I just couldn't help myself. So, the first one is Jubilee from X-Men. Look at this art style. It's so cute. They did have a Rogue one as well. But normally I like Rogue more, like Storm, Rogue. Those are my two favorites. But I just love this Jubilee one. Like, this is totally Jubilee's personality. Like, this is perfect. And then they had this group shot of the original Digimon, including Gatomon. Like, it's adorable. And look at the Digivice at the bottom with all the rainbow colors coming out of it for all of them. Like, this is so cool. And the background screams Digimon. Like, this is so cute. Look at Gomamon. He looks so adorable. They all look adorable. And they were we talked a little bit about how, you know, Digimon was there too. Like, I love Pokemon. Y'all know this. But I like Digimon too. Like, Digimon as an anime was just as good to me as Pokemon, if not a little bit better, just the anime itself. The games suck, but the anime doesn't. It's amazing. So I'm gonna have to find like little protectors or frames or something and put those in the hallway. So everything else I bought from one vendor. I'm gonna go ahead and get his business card out of here. Brad's Toys. He lives in Little Rock, I think he said. Really stinking cool. If you go back to the one from spring, I bought a bag of Power Ranger toys, and this was the same vendor that I bought those off of. They didn't have a lot of Power Ranger stuff at that con, but they brought them to this one. So there was one oh, wait. I forgot. There is one other thing I bought from another vendor. I just threw it in this bag. And I didn't get their business card, but there was one vendor doing 3D printed models, so I paid $5 for this one of Wonder Woman. So this little bust of her, and looks absolutely amazing. I should have bought two of them, one to keep like this where it's like solid gold, but then the other one to like paint. I didn't think about it till I got home, but so I have that. Now all the rest of these came from Brad. Now unfortunately, first thing I found is the only non-Power Ranger thing I bought from him, and it was this little Mati action figure from Captain Planet. Now I could have swore that I only had Wheeler and Kiwami and Hoggish Greedley. Those were the only three I had. Turns out it was Wheeler, Hoggish Greedley, and Mati. So I actually have a double. This is now a double. But I'm going to look to see which one is in better shape and then just put the other one up for sale. I could easily make my money back on these. 80s action figures will almost always stay on the rise. And some of the ones from this set are extremely valuable. So if I hold on to it for a little while, chances are it will go up in value. But there is my tea for the Power of Heart from Captain Planet. I love Captain Planet, absolutely. I still haven't bought the actual Captain Planet pop yet. There actually are other doubles in here, but that was a purposeful buy, but we'll get to that in a second. Oh, that was 14 bucks, my tea was. I don't know if I'll remember. I think they all still have their price tags on it. Hang on, let me get the big guy out of here. We're saving the big guy. So, this one was $10, and this was another Lunar Wolf Ranger. I do not have this particular figure. I'm trying to get anything Wild Force that I can find that I haven't gotten yet. I'm going to try to grab. Right now, my big hunt for Wild Force is the Growlphone. I have Merrick's Morpher. I do not have Cole's. And I think those are the only two they ever made them, because the others look almost identical. There's differences. But I really, really want to get Cole's Growlphone Morpher. But I do not have this like battle style. I don't even know what the official name for it was, but he's got this extra armor on him. This was never a thing in the actual show, but you know, it's Power Rangers, so they tend to try to up it. Now, whoever had it before him put a price of $25 on his ass, so I'm gonna have to try to remove that with some acetone or something, or some rubbing alcohol would probably be better. But yeah, really awesome. Again, that was a $10 grab. Really love it. It's gonna look great on the shelf. I'm gonna have to rearrange the Power Ranger shelf again, I think. The big guy here that I bought, this is all stuff I bought Saturday, was $8 right here. $8 for this big guy. Look how cool this is. So this is one of Ivan Ooze's evil Zords from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, have to have it. I saw the price of $8. I'm like, absolutely, we're getting it. And the guy was like, I'm kind of glad you're getting it because this one scares my wife. So she doesn't like bugs, apparently. This one had to be kept in like a colored bin, not a clear one, so she didn't have to see it. So absolutely love this. This is the Scorpion one. I want to say the other one is like ant shaped, but it looks absolutely cool, and it's in pretty good condition. Like, all the paint is there. There's a few scuff marks here or there where some of the paint is rubbing off, but for the most part, like, you can tell it was played with, but for the most part, this is an excellent condition for this guy, and I just absolutely love it so much. I don't have a lot of Zords in my collection because of how much room they take, but this one's so unique. Like, this had to be the only one they ever made of this thing, so I had to grab it. And then Sunday, I saw this there in that same bag, and I debated on whether or not to get it, but then the next day I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go get it. This was 15 bucks. This is a full set. I don't know exactly what the name of this set was, but for some reason I'm just loving these little full piece figures that, you know, non-articulated figures. Now, I bought some of these a long time ago. I think it was before YouTube. Maybe not. Maybe it was after YouTube. But I have, let's see. Do I have this guy? Yes. So I have Zed, Squat. No, this is Baloo, isn't it? Or is it Squat? I get these two messed up, okay? I have these, Squat and Baloo, and Finster. But all three of these, Finster, Baloo, and Squat, are all like scuffed up, and the Lord Zed's staff is chopped off at the tip. So these are all in much better condition than the four that I have, and I have the full set here. So I was like, 15 bucks, it's worth it. So I'm going to show you guys individual, or maybe these weren't, so there might have been two sets, one for villains and one for heroes and sidekicks, because all the Rangers have 93 on them and all the other ones have 94. So here is Lord Zed. So again, these are just like stagnant figures, And they all have a little base to sit them up on. Real nice. So let's go through all the villains. So, I want to say this is blue, or it's something like that. I can't ever remember. I feel like these two were the most useless characters. They did nothing. They were best friends. That was it. These two did nothing. They were in like most episodes, but they did absolutely nothing. But the paint job on these are just phenomenal for being, 30 years old now. These guys are as old. Ivan was born the same year as the Power Rangers started. We have Finster. Here, Finster is my favorite of the old villains. I don't know why, I just like them. Then we have Goldar, of course. We don't have a putty. I wish they made a putty of this set. But Goldar looks absolutely awesome. And then, very random, we have the King Sphinx, or whatever the hell they call this guy. Just a random villain. Like, Rita would have been better. Scorpina would have been better. Whatever. Okay, and then I don't know how many figures they made of Bulk and Skull, but they made these two. So here we have Bulk right there. Really cool. And we have Skull. Now Skull is leaning a little bit back, so he's a little bit harder to stand up, but look at those iconic yellow boots that he always wore. Then we have Alpha 5. Really cool. I like how he's like squatting. Alpha, and then the rest are the Rangers. So we have, and they all have their weapons. So Red Ranger with a sword. I'm trying to give you guys front and back view on all of them. Yellow Ranger with... Okay, so fun fact, I didn't notice this one. Fun fact, in Japanese version, the Super Sentai version, the Yellow Ranger was a dude. And I guess that's what this is based on, because that is not a female chest. These are American, though. They probably just stole the mold from whatever toy was being made in Japan. So, that's funny. Did you guys see that post of Hasbro selling the costumes that was used in Once and Always? The mannequins they use, they're all female busts. Like, all the Red Ranger has boobs, the Black Ranger has boobs, Blue Ranger has boobs. Like, why couldn't they find male mannequins? It's so weird. But there's the Green Ranger. There's Tommy. There is, yeah, Kim's got boobs. So there is Kimberly. Oh, that's funny. And last but not least, the Black Ranger. We got Zach with his axe. Really stinking cool. So I love all of these. So I'm editing this video last night. And I'm like, did I forget Blue Ranger? How did I forget my favorite Ranger? But I got the Blue Ranger as well, Billy. Here he is with his lances. And there's what the bottom of these looks like by Bandai, and it has the year. So yeah, I got Billy too. These were in just such perfect condition. Like, they look like they've just been taken out of their original packaging. Like, there's no scuffs on them at all, except for like a few manufacturing errors. But come on, they're little bitty cheap toys. This was probably manufactured to be like one of the cheapest Power Ranger toys that you could get for your kid. So what do you expect? But I love this little haul. Do not regret any purchases, even the double. Don't regret it. But yeah, I had a great time shopping at the con. Not a great time selling. So we'll see what next year brings. But yeah, I felt a little bit screwed over. Literally, it got to be in that room so quiet sometimes, like you could hear a pin drop. It was so stupid. But also on Sunday, there was like maybe like 20 people bought a ticket to come in. Like, it was bad. Really, really bad. But you live and you learn. So let me know what you guys thought about all this. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's a community, not a competition, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.